Hello, and welcome to Farmers Market Vendor Success Kit. Make more money at the market. I'm Laura Pugh, and together with my business partner, Nancy Arvizu, we help farmers market vendors like you make more money at the market. In this video, I will walk you through the basics of making more money before the market. Now, we broke up this topic into several small videos, so be sure to play the other videos in this section and take advantage of the very important marketing tutorials that we have in store for you. Okay, let's get started. So in this section, we're going to learn how to build the buzz before the market. There are many reasons we do this, but there are four main ones that I really want you to know about. First of all, we do this to keep front of mind of your customer. Participating in farmers markets is exciting, it's credible, and it gives you something to talk about. So here's a chance to sing your song. Not a lot of people will show up to the market in response to your marketing efforts, so don't be discouraged about that, but it doesn't matter. They're learning about you and they're learning about your brand as you're telling them about the fact that you're going to be at the farmers market on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday or Saturday or maybe all of the above. And when you participate in farmers markets, it tells people that you're an integral part of the community, you're a forward-moving vendor, you have fresh, new, relevant product, and people like you. We do this because, secondly, we add value to the farmers market. Now, Nancy and I are both farmers market organizers and marketers, and we know, we can tell you firsthand that farmers market organizers love it when you help them spread the word on their market. And if you want that primo sweet spot, or if you want to be featured in their next newsletter, or make their timeline on their Facebook feed with a tag, I can tell you that when you support the market will support you. It's all about, and it's what it's really all about is when you're in touch with them, they're learning and understanding your product, your story, and you're starting to have the relationships with the right farmers market organizers. So when you help them market their market, everything starts to come together. And by the way, don't be shy. When you do market the market, feel free to send them an email and let them know what you're doing and exactly how you're helping them raise visibility on the market. So, and they might even have some cool suggestions or some cool resources for you to use. The third reason we build the before the market buzz is that everything is energy. So, and I get it, this might sound a little woo-woo, but we have seen this in play time and time again. People can feel your genuine excitement about your brand and what you're doing. So share that excitement that you have for your product, your farmers market, your upcoming farmers market, and let people know that you're pumped about the upcoming farmers market. You want to share your excitement. The third reason we build a before the market buzz is it drives online sales. And that's, you probably love to hear that. And we're excited about that one too. Now, for some of you, this might be more in your future than in your present, but when it comes to online sales, which could potentially be some passive income for you, yay, building an audience will be key, and social media will be an essential component to that formula. Okay, so now that we've talked about why you want to create a buzz before the market, now let's talk about how you're going to start that buzz, which is on social media and online. So, as you know, there are many social media platforms out there. We're just going to narrow it down to the 4 places that we think you should play in right now and why. Starting with Facebook, all of the relevant studies continue to show that Facebook is home to the most interactions, and meaning it's the most social platform out there, and it's still the preferred network by far among millennials, Gen Xers, and baby boomers. Even Instagram's massive popularity still falls a long way short to the power of Facebook. So if you're not on social media, we want you to start with Facebook. And if you are already on social media, Facebook is where we want you to focus your efforts. And we'll show you why in the next few slides. But before we go there, let's take a quick look at some of the other places you want to be online. Instagram. So we just talked about Instagram just a little bit. If you're involved with food in any way, you should absolutely be on Instagram. So it's a highly visual platform that's super popular with foodies. So use Instagram to take mouth-watering photos of your food or your food product on display. You can also get behind the scenes photos of you as you make your creations, or you with your creations, or people eating your creations. Go wild. There's lots of options there. We'll talk more about Instagram in the Instagram module of this section, so check that out to learn more about Instagram. Real quick on Yelp and Google Biz. So these sites aren't as much about the social media feed in the way that Facebook is, but they are key to sales outside of and inside of the market. So these two sites alone, now there's several that you can be on, but we're going to say let's just start right here. Yelp and Google Biz makes it easier for locals to find you. You don't need an address to be there. So a lot of people, you might more readily think, oh, I need a brick and mortar, site to be on Yelp or Google Biz, but that's not the case. You can post news and updates and images. It helps you with your SEO of your website. It helps with credibility. You can control your image, and you can control a little bit better how people are seeing you on Google. You can respond to comments. It helps build trust in your brand. And you know what? It's so free and easy to maintain. So this is something that you might just want to kind of pop your head into once a week, or it's something that you can manage from your phone. Very easy, and just I would definitely set up accounts there. Now LinkedIn. You're probably surprised to see LinkedIn on this list. You're probably expecting Pinterest or something else, right? I'm gonna say LinkedIn. When you think of LinkedIn, you don't really associate it with farmers market vendors. But as a marketing guru, I can tell you this is absolutely a place you want to be, even as a farmers market vendor. Believe it or not, this is an excellent tool for getting in front of potential customers as well as potential store buyers. Although I would make this my last priority when it comes to social media. But when you find your place, when you find yourself in a place where you're ready to expand your marketing efforts, come back here and play the video on LinkedIn for farmers market vendors. You'll be glad you did. All that said, here's why we want you to focus on Facebook for starters. We know your time is limited, and we know the time that it takes to properly market things. So even just doing Facebook the right way will take time and effort out of your day. But we know that it's going to be worth your while. And we know that we want you to make more money at the market. So just for now, we're starting here. And as you can see why from this Pew Research study, Facebook far surpasses Snapchat, Pinterest, YouTube, Instagram, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So I hope that this is showing you why we're saying if all else fails, at least please get on Facebook. And I'd much rather see you focus your efforts on Facebook and not spread yourself thin on all of the other social media apps. The other thing about Facebook is it has the audience that you want. So remember that we said, we talked about who makes up our loyal farmers market shoppers. Well, those people are also the same people that are avid Facebook users. Let's take a look right here. According to Pew Research, 74% of women tend to be more social on Facebook, and 74% of women tend to be more social in general, and Facebook is where they are the most social. The age demographic of people is 30 to 64, which is the demographic that we discussed earlier. And mostly college graduates are on Facebook, which is also what we discussed earlier. So now that you know where to focus your before the market marketing efforts, check out the Facebook sub-tutorial in this section and learn how to properly set up your Facebook account if you don't have one, and if you do have one, learn how to make the most of it. But we don't want you to stop just at social media. You know, for a lot of people, that's the end of the line. One thing we've noticed is that what many people do is they put a lot of effort into building their social media audience. They want lots of followers, they get lots of followers, and then they get frustrated because they're not meeting their sales goals. This is primarily because of two problems. The first one is Facebook owns your audience. They can resell it, which they do. They can shut it down, which they do. They can define the terms, which they do. They own that property. They own the people that are following you, not you. So you need to own what you need is to own your audience. And these days, what that means is getting their email. The second problem is a lot of people you're sending people from Facebook or from wherever to your website, and this gives them way too many options. You know you've done it. You've been on the user side of this, right? You've gone onto a website, you click around, you X out of the pop-up box, you don't sign up for their newsletter, and you leave. And that's not what we want. So the way we fix these two big marketing problems in a free and easy way is through email and landing pages. There are three main resources that I want you to use to build your email list and landing page. And please note, we're not getting like some kind of payoff or affiliate funds, or we're not getting paid to suggest these sites, okay? The first one is Canva. Now, I use Canva for basic flyers and Facebook posts and ebook covers and some basic marketing things when I don't need a graphic designer. They have like thousands of templates that you can work with, and I'm not a graphic designer. I was an account executive at a marketing firm, and I did PR before that. I'm not trained to be a designer, but even I can use Canva. It's very easy to use. It's free. And you can make flyers, menus, social media posts, postcards, ebooks, and you'll see so much more. We have a tutorial dedicated to Canva. Watch that tutorial to learn how to use it, but it's so intuitive. You don't even need the tutorial. You can get right on and you'll figure it out, but watch the tutorial. The second one is MailChimp. MailChimp is another one that I use, and I know a lot of my marketing buddies use MailChimp too. Even the most technically savvy marketing colleagues that I have talked to use MailChimp. It has made our lives so much easier. We could have a parade for MailChimp. We love MailChimp. It's free up to 2,000 users, so it'll be free for you for quite some time. I have a lot of clients that it's still free for. And you can use it to send emails and landing pages. And we'll talk more about that. We have tutorials just for that. I want you to watch them and learn more about how to set up a proper email program in MailChimp and how to create a proper landing page in MailChimp. Now, I know that we've just talked a lot about a whole bunch of different tools and social media sites. And if you're just getting started, I know that this can be overwhelming. What I want you to do is, if you do just one thing, I want you to get started on Facebook. Go watch that tutorial right now, and when you're done, download the marketing priority checklist and work your way down that sheet. But before we end this section, I'd like you to take note of some important keywords that you want at your fingertips as you start to market your products. So research shows that farmers market shoppers come to the market in search of two main qualities: organic and local. Now, your product might not be organic per se, and it may not even be local, but there are several attributes that kind of fall under these categories that shoppers associate with each of these primary words. For example, for organic, it's everything on this list that you see right here towards your left: fresh, quality, taste, safety, pesticide residue, impact of pesticides on environment, natural, sustainable growing practices. So if any of these attributes apply to your product, you want to talk about that. Under local, again, we have fresh and quality, taste and safety, and of course, support the local economy. Again, all keywords you want to keep in mind as you jump into your marketing efforts. All right, so we are done with this section. Going back, as noted earlier, your homework is to check out the Facebook module and set up your Facebook page the right way. And if you've already have it set up the right way, then you maximize its use. So watch our video on Facebook to learn how to do that. And then print out the marketing priority checklist and start to work your way down that. Once you're done with that, I'm going to hand you over to my partner, Nancy Arvizu. She is also a marketing expert. She's a farmers market organizer and the co-owner of Farmers Market Vendor Success Kit. And she's going to be talking about how to be more visible at the market.